Today marks 1194 days lessons I learned and I continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and will empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today, we speak about one of the most important topics of all, and that is gratitude. Gratitude is, I truly believe, is one of the topics that we need to keep repeating day after day, day after day, because it's a foundational thing. Because that's influenced so many different areas, so many different areas. And today we'll speak about those areas that really is influenced by gratitude. You said, okay, it doesn't influence. That means that you don't use gratitude. When you actually use gratitude in the best way, it's just crazy how much life gets better because of that. I truly believe that gratitude is one thing that really attracts us. So when you think about shortcuts in life, I think that the shortcut, the best shortcut in life is really having the gratitude in life. And that brings so many great things in life. So number one, we need to understand that gratitude is a mindset. A mindset. That means that when you have shortcomings, when you have adversity, when you have something coming up in your life, things that doesn't go the way that you want it to go, that means that you have gratitude, you have a mindset that this is at the end of it will turn out well. Because you're able to see that you are grateful about mistake, you are grateful about the failure, you're grateful about adversity. Yes, you're able to be grateful about adversity because every single mistake, every single disappointment, every single adversity, every single thing that really hurts you could bring you a lot of benefit if you actually choose to. Because probably you hurt, you can become bitter or you can become better. Bitter or better is your choice. So people who have gratitude are able to choose that second one. They're able to become better. And that's why it's so important to have that gratitude mindset because that gratitude mindset allows you to really choose better options regarding shortcomings or anything in between. So positive perspective in life. Number two is emotional well-being. Now, probably you've heard, and it's very powerful, is that you're not able to have a negative and positive emotion at the same time. It's impossible. So you have negative or positive. It could be neutral, but that neutral again, there's nothing. So it means negative or positive. So if you find yourself that we have negative emotion and we have negative emotion, anger, envy, disappointment, like it doesn't matter what sadness, what we need to do, be able to really turn into gratitude. And that brings into positive because gratitude is a positive emotion. I think this is again short. Shortcut from moving to negative to positive is gratitude. And of course, from gratitude, you're able to move to any other emotion, positive emotion, joy, bliss, and everything between. But I think that the best shortcut is gratitude, being appreciative of everything what you have, because of course we have a tendency to look into things that we do not have. But that's how we do. That's how we work. We just look into things that we lack. But I think that when you really build pattern of thinking grateful, being grateful, appreciative, I think we're able to transition from that being negative to being positive. Number three is relations. I think that when we think about strengthening, nurturing relations, gratitude is one of the best things to do because you appreciate relations. And when you appreciate something, you nurture it. And I think that when you're able to express gratitude, when you're able to express appreciation, it's an amazing thing as well because every single person wants to be appreciated. And I think that everyone wants to be encouraged as well. But when you appreciate something, they feel encouraged. So it means the best way to empower and encourage people to achieve great things is appreciate the things that they do. Because sometimes kind word could really all the things I need. And it's interesting because I was chatting with one young individual and he said that, what do you think I'm capable of? And I said that you are capable of everything what you're willing to work for. And I think that that's, again, being able to understand that, being grateful that you are really able to choose the right choice for yourself. Because when you're willing to do the work in that moment, and he said, thank you, I appreciate your feedback. And that means that I was more willing to give more advice regarding anything. So my thing in life is that when you appreciate something that you receive, even though it could be small, you might and probably get even more. Number four is overcoming challenges. Now, one thing is that a lot of times when we experience a disappointment, setback, like challenge, what do? We focus on that challenge. And when we focus on that challenge, what happens? That challenge expands, becomes bigger. In our mind, we start to think that that challenge is so big that sometimes we think that we're not able to handle it because it's so big. But when we look step back and say, like, oh, this challenge is not that big. I'm bigger than that challenge. I'm really able to see that, okay, from a grateful perspective. Okay, so I'm grateful that I have this challenge. I'm grateful that I'm able to grow. I'm grateful that I'm resourceful. I'm able to look around. At that moment, you're able to really achieve and make shifts towards solutions. So that means that gratefulness allows to make those shifts in life that really focus from challenge to solution. Because every single challenge has solutions and multiple solutions. I love it saying that problems are finite, solutions is infinite. But it means that there for every single problem there is millions, thousands of solutions. And when you're grateful, you understand that okay, I have creativity, I have decision making process. I'm able to find those solutions for this problem. It might be that it will not be able to solve immediately, but you're able to start towards that solving that immediately. I hope you understand. You're able to really understand that you will not solve the problem immediately, but you're able to start working to fix that immediately. So it means it might take 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, but you're able to start today. And that gratefulness really does that. Number five is physical health. Again, what you appreciates. If you have a little bit of help and you want to improve, but you appreciate what you have, you will be able to really fix that. But if you hate your body, if you hate your health, if you don't like yourself, like it's very hard to really nurture something that you don't like when you hate. So gratitude, where you're at, is one of the key aspects to really be able to really fix that, to improve that. It's very, very important. Number six is self-compassion. I think that we are very, very fast to judge ourselves because we're full of imperfections. I have imperfections, you have imperfections, every single person have imperfections, and we want to be perfect. We want to really do the best we can every single day, and when we do the best, get the best. But that's not how it works. Some people win one day, some other people other day, and that's all fine. That's how it works. But when we have this self-compassion to decide that we suck at things, especially at the beginning, when we have that mindset of gratitude that I'm grateful that I'm able to start something new, I'm grateful that I'm able to suck, I'm grateful that I'm able to improve, I think that it's much, much easier to really go and really make things happen and really pursue the journeys that you never thought you could do. Because you need to suck at the beginning if you want to really to move to that journey. Every single journey is difficult, at least at the beginning. And that gratefulness is really that gives that self compassion to really allow yourself to grow towards that future. Number seven, gratitude as a practice. I think that the gratitude is a beautiful thing because you're able to practice, and that is our brains could be wired a certain way to really pattern to have a pattern to really think and move towards gratitude. Because I remember when I was one of the worst parts of my life, and there's a lot of things that was not going. Every single thing I used to say 1,000 times, thank you. So I was working on a crazy job that I didn't like. It was a mindless job, but I did it anyway because I needed to pay my bills. I needed to made my living. So I was working during the day and building a business in the evening. But during the day, I hated my job so bad, and I used to work and 1,000 times say thank you, appreciative, and really helped me because that mindset shift my perspective, and I was able to be much more joyful, much more blissful. So then I come back from work rather than being stressful and angry. I just come back from work with a great attitude because I was thinking all day long about all the things that I'm grateful about. I think such a thing that why I was able to really get out of that moment of that bad situation pretty quickly, all because I think that I attract the right people in my life just because I had that great attitude through those appreciation exercises. And try it for a month or two. You'll see how fast you can potentially change your life because you attract different kind of people just by doing that. And last one, number one that I want to mention is the spirituality or faith. Now, every single person have different spirituality. I have faith as my spirituality, and I truly believe that gratitude for life in general. There's a lot of things coming from being grateful for the opportunity to live on this earth, experience this earth, serve other people. I think that this is a beautiful thing. There's a beautiful thing to really have that faith, have that anchor, because when you have the faith, you have an anchor, being grateful for that anchor, because you know when you have that purpose, like meaning, I know that no matter what's like, if there is someone else is looking after you. I think it's so uplifting, empowering, encouraging to know that, and being grateful for that. I think that's very important. I think that's why it's so, because every single person goes through adversity, but I think that that's why I always do the work, no matter what, how I feel, is the understanding that there's a purpose for me. There's a purpose for that disappointment. There's a purpose for me suffering at this moment, because I know that in the future I will understand why I was struggling at the moment. Because I love it in life in general. It says that life is that giving you a lesson right now, test right now. Life is giving you a test right now, but will teach you that lesson later. Will teach you why that lesson was. Because in school, in school they first teach you, and then they test you on that lesson. On life is testing the first, and then explaining the lesson later. So it's a beautiful thing. And I think that when you have that really right perspective in life, grateful mindset, grateful heart, I think it's much easier to pursue the things that really matter. So I hope you would reflect this on how big the word is gratitude in your life. Because gratitude, I truly believe, is supposed to be one of the key words in life to every single person. So I hope you choose to, I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.